Hello, welcome to AT Designs. This is the motorbike before, and this is the after. So here is a Generation 1 SV650, also nicknamed the Curvy motorcycle. They made it for 3 years. Why is it called curvy? Because it is round everywhere and curvy everywhere. Whereas in the next generation, they really squared things off. As you can see in here, this is all aluminum frame. This is a V-twin, so we've got exhaust coming the front and back that all leads into here. No fairing, no belly pad, anything down here. And you've got your rear pegs, your rear seat, and you've got your rear panels on here. And this isn't the exhaust that came originally with the motorbike, but this is the exhaust that came when I bought it. Now here's the changes I made to the bike. So let's just talk about some of the changes that have been made. First of all, this is a Leo Vinci carbon fiber exhaust. If you look at the exhaust, it's all been painted and wrapped. You can see it here and back here. The entire frame has been polished. Billet aluminum, foot peg, and brake pedal. You can see everything's been taken out of here. I've taken away the foot pegs. I've taken away the plastic cover that was here, and you can see here's a belly pan that's now on. All of the bolts have been chromed. Obviously you see the entire fairing is gone here that covered all this up, and all of this has been repainted and shined up, as well as the guards here. Now back to the original bike, let's look at the front. Mirrors up high, you've got the two big headlights and a daytime running light with a shield, and this is what you would call a half fairing down to your blue fender, and then you've got your air intakes here. Let's see how it looks on the new bike. So here's the front end. I think took the biggest change of all. As you can see, the entire fairing is now gone. The mirrors I put on to the ends of the handlebars. The headlight was obviously the big one that was in the fairing. So this is the headlight I replaced it with. It has high beam and low beam, but you notice, remember, the fairing had signal lights on, and I want to get rid of the signal lights. So my signal lights are now integrated right into the headlight itself, and we've got high beam, low beam. I've also put on a fly screen here that will protect the gauges. All the forks I resanded and refinished because they were in pretty bad shape. This was obviously blue, now it's black. Wheels all shined up, rotors all shined up, so the nice gold. Everything just shined up, so it looks brand new. This is the other side of the motorbike. Again, look at things like the seat, the upper pegs, the guard here. You know, look at all the foot controls, and then of course your side fairing. And let's see what we turned that into. Now, let's talk about the seat. I didn't talk about it on the other side, but so this is carbon fiber matching material. It's obviously a vinyl, but it matches the carbon fiber exhaust. This is a triple stage pearl. It's a brand new pearl. It's a nice white pearl. And you can see that there was a back seat here. This now is all cowling. I put a backrest cushion on here. This cowling piece comes off with the key, and I have stuff stored underneath. Looking down again, all of this has been painted and shined. Again, billets, gear changer, and foot peg. All the foot peg has been taken out. All of the fender has been taken out of here. Everything's just shined up. You can still see the black belly pan. That's what changed on the side here. Okay, so now let's look at the gauge cluster. As you can see, we've got a pretty big cluster here that fits into the fairing. I want to change that up a little bit. So here's what we changed that to. Okay, so this is a big change here. The big mirrors that were up here have now come to the handlebars. That big gauge cluster that was out here, I got rid of that and put a whole new gauge cluster on. This has my tach and speedometer, has my lights for turning, high beam, neutral. I built this bracket in here to be able to put that on there. Here's my fly screen that comes off to protect it when I'm driving. Here's a phone mount that I made to put on so I can, my phone clicks in there in a case. This I resanded down and shined up and polished up So it looks brand new. So now you can see we're looking at the back. You can see the grab bar here. You can see the light, the signal lights, and we've got our license plate holder and our rear fender. Now, let's see what we turned that into. So here you can see a big change in the rear end. This entire undersection is all new. The light is inside, no signal lights, right? So what have I done with my signal lights? So you can see the back end. Here's the brake and the running light. And then here's what the signal light looks like when it's on, right? So no more signal lights on the outside, all cleaned up, all nice and open, just kind of the way I was envisioning. Thank you so much for viewing my motorcycle. I appreciate you stopping by. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section. Like, subscribe, all that stuff is really appreciated. Thanks again.